Most people say they want financial freedom, but if you really listen closely, what most people actually want is relief. Relief from pressure, relief from stress, relief from feeling trapped. And somewhere along the way, society convinced people that the answer to that feeling is simply make more money. But I honestly think that's one of the biggest financial lies people believe because some of the highest income people in the world have absolutely no control over their lives. They look successful, but they can't slow down. They can't stop. They can't step away without pressure immediately showing up. That's not freedom. That's dependency wearing expensive clothes. Welcome to Advisors R Us podcast, where we help you prepare for the unexpected, plan strong, and live free. Today, we're talking about what financial freedom actually means. And I think most people are chasing the wrong version of it because real financial freedom is not just about having more money, it's about having more control over your time. Most people never stop to question the cycle they're living in. They wake up, go to work, pay the bills, recover, repeat. And eventually, that cycle becomes normal. Not because people are lazy, not because they lack ambition, but because life becomes expensive. Mortgage payments, debt, subscriptions, insurance, lifestyle obligations. Every financial commitment starts quietly demanding future time. And that's the part people miss. A purchase doesn't just cost money, it costs hours of your future life. And when enough obligations pile up, people slowly lose ownership over their own time. That's why so many people feel trapped, not because they're failing financially, but because their entire lifestyle depends on constant income. One of the biggest misconceptions people believe is high income equals freedom. I honestly think some high income earners are amongst the least financially free people in society because many of them have built lifestyles that are incredibly expensive to maintain. And once your lifestyle becomes expensive enough, you lose flexibility, you lose breathing room, you lose options. You become dependent on maintaining a certain pace constantly. That's why some people making excellent income still feel anxious every single month. Because freedom is not about how much comes in, it's about how much pressure exists underneath your life. Can you take time off? Can you handle an emergency? Can you reduce work temporarily without panic? Can you spend meaningful time with your family without financial stress creeping into your mind? Those questions matter far more than your appearances. People protect money aggressively while wasting time carelessly. And that's dangerous because money can be rebuilt. Time cannot. Once your time is gone, it's gone forever. That's why proper financial planning matters. Not because the goal is just to accumulate wealth endlessly, but because wealth should create options. Options create flexibility. Flexibility creates freedom. And freedom creates peace. That's the real progression, not money to status, but structure to options to time to freedom. And honestly, I think a lot of people spend years chasing money without realizing what they actually wanted was control over their life. People rarely think about lifestyle decisions this way. A bigger home, a more expensive vehicle, higher monthly obligations. Those things don't just increase cost, they increase future dependency. More work hours, more pressure, more financial commitment, and eventually people wake up with good income, nice things, visible success, but no flexibility, no margin, no ability to slow down without stress immediately appearing. That's why lifestyle inflation is dangerous because it quietly converts future time into obligations, and most people don't realize it until they already feel trapped. Real financial freedom is not emotional, it's structural. liquidity, cash flow control, low fixed pressure, protection, planning, long-term investing, intentional decision making. Those are the things that create freedom over time. Not trying to impress people, not chasing appearances, not constantly upgrading your lifestyle, because real power is not look how much I make. It's I have options. That's freedom. The ability to step back, pivot, protect your family, spend time where it matters, and survive uncertainty without collapse. That's the financial position people actually want emotionally, even if they don't realize it yet. So let's bring this home. Financial freedom is not just about becoming wealthy. It's about reclaiming ownership over your life, your schedule, your priorities, your stress levels, your future. Because money is only valuable because of what it allows you to do with your time. And I honestly think too many people are sacrificing their entire lives chasing money without asking what kind of life they're actually building. So if you're chasing financial freedom, don't just ask, how much money do I need? Ask, how much control do I want over my life? Because those are not always the same thing. And I genuinely think a lot of people who look financially successful are actually financially trapped. Do you agree with that? Or do you think financial freedom really is just about making more money? Let me know in the comments. Preparing for the unexpected, plan strong, live free.